Welcome to my channel. My name is Silvar, and today I am checking out A Perfect Circle's newest single, Starless. So I am very familiar with A Perfect Circle's work. It's definitely one of the bands that I listened to a lot growing up, just through exposure from my brothers to their music and them constantly playing, their albums and everything. But again, they've put out banger after banger albums since they've been a band. So for me personally, 13th Step is one of my favorite albums probably of all time. It's just front to back masterpiece in my opinion. It's just so good. I constantly go back to that several times a year just to make sure, or just to get that fix of that album, and kind of I don't know, it always just hits so perfectly no matter like which songs or which, if you listen to it in order or whatever the case is. But other than that, I mean, every album that they've put out has been really good and has really masterful songs that I just constantly go back to. But I'd say probably with Eat the Elephant, that album, it took a bit for me to kind of grow on that one. I think part of it was because some of their sound had changed a little bit, especially with Maynard's voice, like just from the gap between when that album came out and their album before that, which I guess, let me see, Emotive was the one most recent to Eat the Elephant. So big gap in time between that and Eat the Elephant. So obviously Maynard's voice had changed a lot in that 15-year span, whatever you want to call it. So that took a little bit of kind of getting used to, but overall I think that album's really solid too, and it's still one that again I go back to. Not nearly as much as 13th Step, but definitely a top contender from a lot of really good songs on that album for Perfect Circle. So that being said, again, I'm going to just listen to this from Spotify here, so we'll follow along. Let me put it on the big one here with the lyrics. Looked like they didn't have a music video, and I figured I would just go through the Spotify and listen to it. I'm not sure how Perfect Circle is with copyright stuff, so I might have to pause a couple more times than normal. But yeah, really interested to kind of see how this single is, and sounds like I guess they're going to be coming out with an album at some point. So yeah, without further ado, we'll go ahead and listen to Starless by A Perfect Circle. The opening like riff stuff already kind of reminds me of Eat the Elephant album. Pause real quick. Sorry. Yeah, no, interesting start. It was kind of interesting how it took a while for Maynard to kind of come in there, and then when he did, his vocals were kind of distant feeling and had some like reverb on it. Kind of made it seem like it was echoing off into the distance. But yeah, the lyrics are pretty interesting, especially constantly. Where it says reaching constantly to ignore empathy, stability. And it's like totally relate with that. In the sense that there's so many people today that just don't have any empathy towards other people at all. And it's just like, it's a debility, as the lyrics say. Obviously it hinders progress and being able to prosper together, or just kind of create unnecessary pain and struggle for people that it might not actually be deserving of such. So yeah, lyrics again with most Perfect Circle tracks are pretty impactful, kind of telling here. So kind of curious to see where the song will go here, but we'll go ahead and get back into it. The musicianship, of course, is really good. Really faded back here now. And Maynard's vocals are a lot more forward placed right now. I'm going to pause one last time before it gets into the last section. Yeah, really, I'm going to have to go back through and listen again, just really kind of digest the lyrics. But even coming up, I can see there's some stuff that's going to kind of resonate and really hit with a lot of today's current events and stuff, I feel like, with just so much division and things. But yeah, really liked how Maynard's vocals were kind of a lot more forward-facing on this part, and the drums and stuff was kind of on the back burner in that case, especially like at the beginning of this section where it just kind of cut out completely, and there was just, I believe it was the guitar or the bass. I could be wrong on that. Again, I was a percussionist growing up, so sometimes I might mix those up. But yeah, just really interesting kind of section here. We'll be kind of interested to see how it plays out. There was like a little bit of kind of more aggression coming forward at the end of this, so I'm curious if it's going to get kind of real aggressive and heavy here towards the end, or kind of how they're going to play it out. This part's good, nice and catchy. Yeah, no, that was really good. Kind of, again, I said it a little bit, I think, at the beginning, where it did give me that Eat the Elephant kind of vibes, kind of continuation of that kind of sound and that feel from that album. But yeah, overall, I really liked it. Definitely gonna go back and listen several times again, just kind of really sink into it. The lyrics are really compelling. I mean, that's kind of Maynard for you. He kind of really has a good pulse on kind of current state of things and kind of knows how to convey his thoughts and feelings about that through his lyrics, either in A Perfect Circle, Pussifer, or Tool, wherever he's kind of expressing himself. But yeah, just definitely, I think some of it kind of resonates a lot, especially, moral compass is obliterated, and if you don't agree with me, then you are the enemy. It's the kind of the state of just the world, unfortunately, right now, where there's a lot of division, and people that are kind of sowing this division and stuff, they've kind of taken the moral compass, as he says, and just kind of thrown it to the wayside and kind of trying to rewrite and kind of fundamentally change things into the way that they want it to be, whether it's moral or not. So yeah, really really good song. Really curious. Again, I'm not like super familiar. I'm assuming they're coming out with an album. I should have done some research before reacting, but regardless, I hope they put out more stuff soon. Definitely be interested in listening to it. If you like the song, let me know down below kind of what section you thought was your favorite, or what lyrics kind of spoke to you the most. If you have any recommendations on things to check out next, please let me know as well. Until next time, peace.